Good morning, this is Doug Sharp from Vintage Museum Restoration here in Indianapolis. And what we have today is a McCulloch 101 open engine developed for the open VK Class 9, where they run against the 100cc foreign motors. And this is a completely hand-built McCulloch 101 open engine, like I said, built to VKA specs. When I say VKA specs, it's because in the VKA rulebook you have to run a stock McCulloch ignition, which this one has. As you can see, it has the turn down balanced flywheel on it. See the balanced holes right there. This has got a hand-built CNC VMR Billett dual carb manifold, and this has got the large IME reed cage in it. So it's about 30% larger than the stock Hartman style reed cage from this era. It has a pair of competition carb dual Tillotson carburetors on it that have all been flowed. This originally was an open 101 block, unknown porting. The block then went to Terry Ives, where the block was completely remachined. Terry updated all the ports in it, remachined the complete motor, and you'll notice that this has got a Torcupine head on it, which is an aftermarket head. And this was machined from a raw casting. Now, a lot of these motors back in the day, they used BM heads on it and that, where they had to change the bolt pattern, and they didn't really seal well. This one was actually machined from a raw casting to fit the McCulloch. So it's a perfect fit. This motor has the correct CCs, head CCs. It has the correct squish. It has a full circle crank in it. It has a Billett Bennett rod in it. It has the Billett, the cast gem stuffer in it. It has our Billett VMR chain guard and block strengthening unit on it, which is all Billett, both to the side of the block, so it strengthens it. It has this beautiful cradle system, hand-built cradle system in it. And if you'll notice that unlike other cradle systems from McCulloch, this actually has separate standoffs from the head bolts. So this is individually torqued to the head. You can still get to the head bolts to torque them via the holes in the top. This has got the aftermarket electronic ignition on it. This motor's set up to turn 13,500 RPM. So it's a real rock star. Has a Hartman clutch on it, all NOS parts. Has the MISI internals with it, including the scrapers and the torque arms. So you can set this Hartman clutch dead on the money. This particular motor, you're going to engage the clutch right at 10.2, being that it is in a high port open. And this motor, completely hand built, has taken me a couple of years to build in my spare time. And there's absolutely no expense shared in building it. Now, I have two of these. I have a match set, which would be perfect for a twin or a single engine car. And I do have both EMIC and Invader chassis available that I can build to put this on if somebody's interested in this. I'm asking $4,500 for this engine, and I can tell you right now that you probably couldn't build this motor for under $6,000. So if anybody's interested in this, give me a call, area code 503-757-6120. I greatly appreciate your time. Thank you.